W.F. Lantry, a native of San Diego, received his license and maîtrise from La Université de Nice, an M.A. in English from Boston University, and a Ph.D. in literature and creative writing from the University of Houston. He is the recipient of the Paris Atlantic Young Writers Award, and in 2010 won the Lindbergh Foundation International Poetry for Peace Prize in Israel, the Crucible Poetry Prize, and the Cutbank Patricia Godick Prize. His work has appeared in the Wallace Stevens Journal, Prairie Fire, Cha, an Asian Literary Journal, Unsplendid, and Aesthetica. He currently works in Washington, D.C., and is a contributing editor of Umbrella Journal. W.F. Lantry received an honorable mention for his poem, Visionary. Visionary is a striking poem, beginning with an epigraph from Horace, and then the speaker strongly addressing the reader. Look there, the forest leafed now with its green exuberance, and ending with a request, a prayer really, resounding with all the classic power of Homer or Virgil, invoking the muse, grant me clear eyes. The poetry in between pulses with the desire to look more closely at the world, examine nature or a woman in a gold thread blouse with the same clear eyes. Even in prophetic moments, the speaker struggles to see with ever more clarity, capture what is gleaned. Just as Sophia is the goddess of wisdom, and wisdom can be hard to hold on to, the woman in Lantry's poem, Visionary, is beautiful and elusive, one who one must struggle to hold in one's mind. And as Lantry's poem teaches, the struggle itself is sacred. Please join me in welcoming W.F. Lantry.
Thank you so much. This is a lovely event, a lovely venue, and that was a lovely introduction. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm from California, so I never saw snow or winter for my first 20 years. And then I moved to the East Coast, where I met my darling bride. And she's from Connecticut and used to live in Vermont, so she's used to driving in the snow. So right after we met, there was a tremendous blizzard in Washington. And I didn't think we were going to be able to see each other, but she called me and she said, well, I can't get up the hill, but just walk down the hill and I'll meet you at the bottom of the hill and we can go somewhere. And then I did, and I saw her standing, brushing the snow off of her car, and it's just one of those images that got burned completely into my memory, the kind of thing we hold on to forever. And a few months later, it was still winter, and I saw her sitting on a bench, and she was just, I'm going to embarrass her, she was just so beautiful. I love her desperately. The poem is called Visionary, the epigraph from Horace, here while good fortune and our youth allow. Look there, the forest leafed now with its green exuberance of budding lobes renews itself and us whenever we can gaze with something like clear eyes on all its forms, holding a moment in our sight as if instants could last forever if we look closely enough. Once in a blizzard I descended a long slope, much like this hill, while snow clung to the windward side of boughs, contrasting with rough bark of sycamores, and saw her, brushing drifts away in blue, her scarf a wave of silk on the white shore. Or once in January, when the clear new wind had swept its coldest air across the polished granite of a Harvard bench, and she in chiseled sunlight, clear as glass, her sharp outlines defined by scrimshawed scenes, leaned forward as her jeweled eyes engaged, my own a moment burned to memory. If we walk now into this mid-spring wood, where oak and locust merge their woven leaves, creating hidden shade, and if she turns a moment towards me in her gold thread blouse, grant me clear eyes to hold her in my mind. Thank you.